Hello, my name is 102 Sniper. Some of you might know me as Friendly, and today I'm going to be doing some live commentary on the M60. We're going to play 2 or 3 games depending on how long they go, and I'm just going to be running through my thoughts during the game and my thoughts on the tank. The M60 was my favorite tank in the game prior to World of Tanks 2.0. I haven't actually played it since then. I've been mainly playing tier 11s and just grinding credits, that sort of thing. Uh, I the reason I like this tank so much is because its heat is so amazing, and the gun's really nice, and it's just got enough armor to play a little bit hull down and not get penetrated every single time as well. But obviously, it's not a reliable turret. It's just a bit bouncy. I think in World of Tanks 2.0 this tank would be really good because it's really great at fighting against super heavies, and there seems to be a lot more super heavies in the MM. With 350 heat, there aren't many super heavies that can reliably bounce you. So we're going to start this by driving over towards the heavy flank. I don't like playing the tree side on this side because it's too hit and miss. There's no when you get spotted here, you can't reverse back and get completely safe like you can on the other side. So I prefer to just play safe and go over to the heavy side. I'll show you. This is an aggressive peek that I like to do early, often. Unfortunately, we get lit, so it might not work perfectly well. But that's the peak. I don't know how we got lit there, to be honest, but we did. I wonder if the Type 5 shot. He's getting shot anyway. So we give one to the Type 5, see if we can give him another one. Give the Type 5 another one. I'm just going to go back a bit now because, okay, what's going on here? Okay, so we get a bit of a free farm here. I'm not sure what this I7's doing, YOLOing Clipper. It's a bit stupid. You're eating 2,000 damage regardless of what you do, so that was definitely a bad play from him. Yeah. I'm an I7, I can push you. That was his thoughts going into that, but they were quickly quelled. Let's see what we can do here. I need to know where the shit barn and some of the TDs are, to be honest. I'm going to try to peek where the can opener's peeking. Maybe the shit barn's up there. Yeah, there's something up there. There's the 268. I really want to know where the shit barn is, to be honest. I actually want it. Okay, so I think that was the shit barn shooting, potentially. I'm going to try to do a cross here. Let's see. I'm going to just shoot at the mouse to start with. Go hull down. As long as the 277 doesn't overpeak, I should be chilling here. She tries to. He just shot. I'm going to go for another shot on the mouse. Hopefully he misses my cupola, but I can't guarantee it. Unfortunately, I miss him. Now the bad chat's getting YOLO'd again, which I'm sure he's happy about. And he kills him again. Giga Chad. Very interesting. Maybe try to go for a shot on this guy. Stridgevan spotted off to the right. Looks like we've actually won the other side of the map. I get a nice pan on his cupola. There's actually quite a bit of his turret that we can pan, to be honest, but it is, oh my goodness, he's getting YOLO'd for the 3rd time. People just can't help themselves, they need the kills, right? Poor guy. Fully aim our shot. Now I want to try to do the cross, actually, because if we can get this, it would be nice. Okay, we get it. We take one, but it's okay, it's worth. The 141. I'm going to play the bottom side. I don't want to play the top side because I could expose my cupola. It'd be great if that guy died, actually. With the Type 5, just peeking on them like I'm peeking the angle. The Type 5 another. Fortunately, the can opener is extremely broken, so he can just sort of sit there a little bit. Trading with the strip. Hopefully he unpeaks. I'm just trying to get him to unpeak since I've still got a bunch of health left, because I don't think he wants to trade with me. Give another one. Hopefully he should be more passive now and I can potentially peek on the can opener. Or the 277, maybe. Bounce that, interestingly. Not sure where the gorilla just shot me from, actually. I think he's still on the top side, but I'm surprised he can shoot unspotted like that. So we're just peeking on these guys. Should be able to get one more before the gorilla's reloaded. Bounce to 277. I'm going to peek on the low ground now, since the gorilla, I'm suspicious, is back here, actually. The 268 just shot, I believe. Nope. 268 didn't shoot, but we still bounced it. Right, so we're just going to keep peeking. Okay, the gorilla's there, which is surprising. Now we're going to get in cover from the 268. He won from the Type 5, it's not the end of the world, to be honest. Just hiding ourselves from the TDs. Blocking the... Oh, sorry, someone's calling me. I'm just gonna hang up. Looking for... I'm just blocking out all the TDs and blocking out the 277 with that wreck. We're at 7k at the moment. There's no point in peeking this Type 5 and getting spotted because he's on 53 health. I want to wait till the 268, the FV or the gorilla gets spotted somewhere. The FV gets spotted on the other side of the map. I'm pretty sure the 268 just shot because I heard the gorilla get tracked. I mean the mouse get tracked and the gorilla didn't have a shot on his track. Give the gorilla one. Hopefully give this guy one. Give him one. And we got 7.4k damage just like that. That was pretty good. Very nice. I'm just gonna stop the recording. I'll compile these together since someone's just called me. I'll give them a ring back and we'll play one more game since that was sort of a bit long. So here is the post-battle screen from that last game and go into another. For equipment, I think the equipment that I run is the best two loadouts that you can run. You could potentially run stabs on this. After playing the hacker, I sort of thought to myself that, you know, maybe running stabs on tanks that people say don't need stabs is a good idea because having a well-stabilized gun is just incredibly important. I realized after playing the hacker, but these two loadouts are pretty standard among top players. The IAU Vents Rammer and then Hardening Vents Rammer. And it's pretty much just IAU when you're sniping and Hardening when you're planning on doing a bit of brawling like we will be doing here. It's primarily Hardening, to be honest, since the gun's still pretty good and the extra health is just pretty nice to have. Thankfully we got the good side for an M60 on this map. I say that because there's a nice little hull down that will shield our cupola in the valley and you don't have to do too much over peeking. You'll see what I mean. Hopefully we get a bit more support. I'd like to have a bit more than a KR1 and a hacker coming here. Hopefully the Badger comes as well. That'd be nice. So this is the hull down. I'm sure many of you know this, but it hides a good bit of our cupola and it will be able to farm this mouse as he pushes forward. If he pushes forward, he does. We give the mouse one. Give the mouse another. I don't appreciate this guy just stealing our position, to be honest. This guy's a bit of an idiot. I don't know who he thinks he is. Give the mouse another. Give the mouse another. Thankfully, it's 350 heat. It doesn't matter how you angle your mouse. It's not bouncing it at every angle. Like, it's just not. It's like The mouse gets at most 330 effective everywhere when you're angling it, but it's just simply not bouncing this thing. I don't know what this guy's doing. You can peek below me. Give him another one. He's gonna just stop peeking soon, I'd imagine, because he's getting farmed pretty bad. FE. Maybe peek on this guy. Wonder what he's peeking. I think he's still looking at the hacker. Give the FE one. It's nice. These guys, this is a pretty free farm, to be honest. The mouse, another. I mean, I just have to be careful to not overpeak the TDs, really. This is so free. M48 one. This is, like, just completely free, to be honest. These guys are not good players. 2.0 players. Right here. So I gotta be careful of this mount here, because that seems to be where those TDs will be peeking off. And potentially the Jagdpans E100 at the back somewhere here. Oh, no, he's there. Okay, speaking of the guy. Okay. Give the mouse another one. This could be a pretty big game if we play our cards right, to be honest. Bounce the K91, unfortunately. Give the K91 a shot. Fortunately missed the mouse. I would like to kill the mouse because I would like to push forward at some point. Give the K91 another. He's dead. I'm actually thinking about pushing forward here. I think the gorilla just shot, so I'm pushing forward now. The reason I think the gorilla shot is because I saw a heat shell hit the hacker that didn't penetrate, so I was pretty confident that that was the heat shell from the gorilla. Fortunately, the M48 destroyed my engine. I just want to go underneath the Jagdpanzer. Gorilla shot, which is nice. I'm just going to go underneath the Jagdpanzer and try to outplay them here. Hopefully I get my engine back soon. It's a bit annoying playing without an engine here, to be honest. Okay, that's some interesting pens there. Get our engine back. You can actually load HE on both these guys, but I'm just going to refrain from doing so. Give the Leo one. Drive up a little bit just to get an angle on this guy. Maybe not. Balkan car for one. Let's drive back a little bit. I don't want to die to the gorilla either. Once this guy drives, he's going to eat some shots, so I'm going to peek up a bit more aggressively. Like that. Reload heat for this 432U. I don't know why this guy's focusing me when there's like 4 guys in front of him, to be honest. Finish off that guy. I'm going to drive to the right just so it increases the angle in between us. And we get one last shot on the 432U, which is fantastic. And that is an 8.6k damage game. So those were 2 really good games in the M60. I feel like it's a pretty good example of... I mean, I could have done that in the M48 to be honest as well, but the shots connected a little bit easier in the M60 maybe. Though that was a really free game, to be honest. I feel like the first one was a little more difficult to get the result that we got, but I'm not going to complain about that. You know, damage is damage. And anyway, that's my gameplay on the M60. I hope you enjoyed watching.